Okay, hello and welcome back to some more F1 2020 on my team. Today you join me for Azerbaijan, which is arguably one of my best tracks. This, along with I'd say Austria, are my two best tracks. Maybe Brazil as well. Yeah, them three. They're my best tracks. So hopefully we can do well here today. Get a good qualifying and a good finish. And hopefully we don't have a chaotic race. You know, a couple of DNFs here and there, but nothing too major, because, you know what, we just need a chill race. We've had so many huge accidents and stuff in the past couple of races. We just need something chill. Just something to just, you know, not have to worry about. Oh, God. Anyways, going into qualifying, Sector 3 is probably the easiest place to lose time. Especially through the castle, and I don't know what corner it is. It's the corner where if you hit, it's quite a high curb. It's the one just coming up here. You can lose a lot of time here if you take it wrong. But that was a pretty good cornering actually. As we head down towards turn 16, braking down into third gear. Ooh, that's not good. We ran over the curb a little bit, but we only lost about a tenth of a second. So we'll live through 18 and 19, which is very difficult to keep the car from not losing its rear. And now we're going to open the DRS, full throttle to the line, and see what happens. That's P2, baby! Ho-ho! Okay.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The Baku City Circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and is made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to catastrophic consequences for all of our drivers. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Reed lines up on pole position, and it's Lance Stroll in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Leclerc, Gasly, Max Verstappen and Norris, Russell, Giovinazzi, Perez, they've taken a grid penalty, and Lewis Hamilton, Armstrong, Tsunoda, Jack Aitken and Ticktum, Schwartzman, Matsushita, Nikita Mazepin and Guan Yu Zhou, Ocon, Sainz, Raikkonen and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Okay, so I don't know what really happened, but Armstrong's been moved down and we have been promoted up into P1. First pole position of the season, technically. This doesn't count as pole position, but, or does it? I don't actually know. Anyways, we're in P1, so all we really have to do is just not let anyone pass. We just need to make our car as wide as possible and defend like our life depends on it. And then we'll be good to go. So, that's the plan. We've got, what, 13 laps to go? So let's just get into it. Okay, and here we are then to 5 red lights here in Baku. We are underway for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We get an alright start. Stroll to our left gets an amazing start. He's been having an amazing season so far, but goes to the inside line and doesn't get through. Yellow flag behind. No barring. Matsushita is out. Safety car's out. What's happened here? Matsushita's hit into the back of a Williams. And then Mazepin's just hit into Masashita and ripped his wheel off. Wow, okay then. Well, safety car's out. Well,
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You will be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Can we talk about Stroll for a second before we get going? Stroll is having an absolute flyer of a season. And he is home Grand Prix next. If he could do well there, wow, we might not be having to get Perez a championship. We might be having to fight Stroll for it in a minute. I don't know what he's been doing. But he's managed to just absolutely send it. Well, I've trolled all of these noobs because I'm pulling into the pits, but they don't know that. We're going to take a nice quick pit entrance. In we go, braking down. Back to green racing for all of them. There'll be another safety car at some point in the race, which will allow me to catch up if I don't catch up beforehand. Obviously, they're all going to have to pit as well. Fresh rubber, always a bonus. A 2.4 second stop. It's not awful.
Now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
It could be worse, but it's not. So we'll take that. Oh, bloody hell. Anyways, at the end of lap 4, heading through turn 18 and 19, the very sketchy part of the track where you can do that and just almost scrape that wall. We're going to see how many people come into the pits. So Norris and Verstappen are in the pits. Probably some others as well. See how many of them we can get past. I mean, we went into the pits at P1, so we'll see if we get P1 by the time everyone's pitted. Right, we're out, and we're ahead of everyone. We're ahead of Stroll. So we didn't lose time in that pit stop. I'll tell you that. Anyways, Perez in the pits now.
Sergio is in the pits.
So's the McLaren of Pierre Gasly. Yeah, so we're about to run out of DRS. That's not an issue because we're about to get it back.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Right, with all the people pitting, we're out ahead of Gasly in P7. Ahead of everyone that's pitted so far. And there's no way that the people ahead of us now. So the Mercedes, sorry, that was a really difficult one. The Mercedes, the Haas and all that. I don't reckon they'll be able to pit and get out before we get past. So hopefully we'll be back up into P1 in no time, but we'll see what happens, you know. You never know. Anyways, finishing lap 6. Latifi's in P5, the other Canadian in Formula 1. Okay, Gasly's going to our left. He's got DRS. He's going to get past us. There's nothing we can really do here. However, if we stick on him, we can get past him in the next DRS zone. Maybe not. Anyways, heading up towards the castle section on turn 7. We're very, very close behind him. We might get him before turn 15, which is that long left hill downhander.
There's been an
Nope.
incident on track,
Nope.
but officials aren't looking to
Long
push the
left
safety car
hander
right now.
downhill.
Just
There we go. It's early, man. Anyways, having a look around the outside of Gasly for the turn. This is the one that I meant. Didn't get it, but we're still very, very close, and we will have DRS next lap. So, oh, hang on. We might be able to get past here. We've done it. He's only gone and done it. And we've got Gasly up. So Stroll's
Good job.
going to get past him as well, which would put him in P2 when the race ends. Wow. Okay. There's only been 4 DNFs. That's really surprising. Okay. And 2 of them have just been engine issues, I think. But everyone else, par 3 people come into the pits, putting us back up into P4. Gasly got back his position from Stroll. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Anyways, heading through the castle section, a little bit of understeer.
Caution.
Yellow flag in the castle section.
Drop your speed. Our
Schwartzman
delta is too
has
low
just
and you
parked
risk a
it
penalty.
in,
Slow your pace immediately.
in there. What's he doing, man? There's a car park. Safety car's obviously been deployed because of a build-up of debris and also all the cars stopped, so that's fun. Oh, Jesus. Also, Noda's in the pits. Is Aiken in the pits?
There's 5 laps
Aiken's in
of
the
fuel
pits.
remaining.
So at least we should get past both of these under safety car. But we can't push too hard or we'll go under Delta and get a penalty. So it's going to cut it fine, but we should be fine. We should be A-okay. They're both going to pit onto softs though, so we should watch out for them.
Okay, the safety car is coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in Sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane.
I hate this auto throttle stuff. It's so annoying. Like, it's not too bad when you're up ahead, but when you're trying to get past someone straight away on the start of a safety car, you have to be alongside them, which in the new regulations is against the rules. But like, if Leclerc wanted to get past me, if he had this auto cut shit, he'd have to be like right alongside me before the corner. And it's a joke. I should be able to just go at my throttle speed and do what I like. And see, if the AI can't catch up, the AI can't catch up. We're going to take the left-hand line as we go green again, to not gain, or not to give anyone a slipstream. So we go through turn 1, very nice, still ahead, and by quite a bit as well. We're about at 6/10 now. Verstappen takes position from Tsunoda, I think. Actually, don't quote me on that. I just saw movement on the timesheets, and one of them was Tsunoda. Anyways, going through turn 3 and then 4. This is why I love this track, because it's just a couple of right-handers and left-handers, like 90 degrees, and then sector 3. No, sector 2. Sorry. I realised sector 3 is literally just like a long straight with a couple of kinks. Anyways, heading up towards the castle section now with only 2 laps remaining, so it seems like we're going to have a pretty chill race, you know. 5 DNS is pretty average. Yeah, thank God for that. Let's go to the castle section. Oh shit, yellow flag. And that's Leclerc behind us, I think. Has Leclerc been stupid? Leclerc's out of the session. Verstappen's out of the session. Oh my god, look in the right-hand side of the screen. The names are just dropping. Holy shit. There's 4 people left. Yeah, I need a minute to process that. Holy. Look at the names just tick down. Perez is out. I saw that everyone's out. I can see every front runner at the moment. But I think because 75% of the race has been completed, anyone in the top 10 will still get points. I think that's how that stuff works. Yeah, I think that's how that works. So, I don't know if they do that anymore. Hamilton's out as well. Bloody hell, right. Let's get some replays going. So we're on board with Leclerc. We're ahead as he follows through the castle section. I think he ripped his rear right off. We'll see from Verstappen's point of view. Yeah, he ripped his rear off. And then Verstappen just crashes and takes 2 of his tyres off. Norris comes through then. And just hits into the back of Hamilton. Armstrong coming through. I mean, we're literally just watching a massive pile-up at this point. You can see as well how many bumps he gets after he's stopped. Like, look, Perez here, bang, 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 as he just gets piled up on. The Mercedes seem to make it out unscathed, as well as Gasly, who I'm assuming just avoided it before. Then Hamilton hits the wall on turn 14. I think that's turn 14. Goes into turn 15. And just doesn't turn and hits into the wall. We might get a better view from Gasly behind him. He just whacks into the wall. And Gasly almost gets taken out as well. But all we have to do now is just finish the lap. And we're guaranteed a podium. And I mean, seeing how far people back are, I mean, I could do donuts and still get 2nd place. Which is really tempting, but I'm not going to do that because I just want to get the win. I don't really deserve the win. I say I don't deserve the win. I got a good qualifying and just stayed in P1, but like I wanted a bit more competition, you know. I wanted maybe like 20 front run, like 20 people actually running the race, and not 3. Yeah. Oh wow, I've never had that happen before. That's insane. As we just slow to take the line. There's no point really celebrating because we weren't going to lose that race victory towards the end.
Win and your 2nd race win in a row. Fantastic job.
But bloody Nora, I still can't believe that, you know. That's an absolute joke. You can know the driver of the day. Flipping hell.
And with that, we wrap up yet another incredible Grand Prix weekend. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
A reliable car, that was the most important factor here. This was a real battle of attrition, and you could tell those at the front were trying to find a balance between running their outright pace and taking care of the car to reach the end.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Yeah, so the top 10 all got points, so it's nice to see that they have that in the game as well. Because I know in real life, if you complete 75% of the race, it counts as you completing a whole race, and you get the full points for it. But that means that Armstrong still got a point, Lance got 2, Giovinazzi gets 4, Norris gets 6. However, I've realised, midway through the season's coming up soon, we might get some actual driver transfers. Stroll could get given like a Red Bull seat, which is mad. But looking at the standings then, we're 55 points ahead of P2, which is actually Yuki Tsunoda. I think Sergio Perez's dreams of becoming a world champion are slowly fading away. He's just having too many incidents. He's not like evading enough. He's a maxed out character, minus the focus. And he's just messing up. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. I mean, that was insane. It was such a calm race, and I was so excited to just finish a calm race with, you know, like, more than 15 people, and then Leclerc bins it, and everyone bins it into the back of Leclerc. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time in Canada.